4,000 miles away from his bedroom in the UK, covering all your favorite sports, he's high in demand. From baseball to football, he's got every angle covered. He's gonna watch your team, even when they get smothered. It's Heist, it is Jolly Good Takes. Introducing your host, Liam.
What's good, everybody? How are you guys? We are live for game number 3 between the San Francisco Giants and the Atlanta Brave on this Sunday afternoon game from San Francisco. Spencer, what's up? Scott, what's up to you as well? I did just see that, Scott. Kyle Schwarber is the first 230 homers this season, but we aren't doing the Phillies game. We are doing the Giants and the Braves, and it's a good pitching matchup today. It's going to be Chris Sale going for the Braves against another left-hander, Robbie Ray. Now, I'm sure you guys know the Giants suck against left-handed pitching. We will see if they can be any different today and hopefully win this series and be 4-1 against the Braves, which would be miraculous. As they're winning the Mets over the Phillies 5-4. All right, keep us updated there. That could be big because obviously, with the Giants, if they beat the Braves today and the Phillies beat the Mets, then that would mean the Braves are only 2.5 games up in that division, the NL East. But getting to the lineups today, it is going to be Mauricio Dubon, Michael Harris, Ozzy Albies, Matt Olson, Drake Baldwin, Austin Riley, Joey Bart. So Joey Bart is going to be the catcher for the Braves today. That's funny. And Eli White and Ha-Seong Kim will be batting ninth again. Wilson, what's up? You're 6 times champions of Europe, but you're the second best club in England. So how you doing, Wilson? Good to see you on this Sunday 1 o'clock game. Actually, a bit of a weird start time, really. 1:05. Normally it's 1:45, but today it's 1:05. And last night was a weird start time because the game was done by 8 o'clock. So that was a weird start time. But how are you guys? How's your Sunday been? Spencer, first actually, Brentford. No, Spencer, you're completely wrong. As for the Giants, by the way, Matt Chapman, Arise. Elliot Ramos is batting third. He is back the DH today. So Elliot Ramos is back off the IL. Also, Devers Adamas. Berakoto is in the game because Casey Schmidt was scratched from the lineup due to an illness. So let's hope Casey gets better. And no Bryce Eldridge today, by the way. And Lee, Hass, and Cox will be the 7, 8, 9 hitters. The wind is blowing out, but it's not strong wind in San Francisco. As Wilson says, I'm good. It's a hot as hell here, so I'm going to just chill and watch this game. Yeah, Wilson, we've dealt with the heat all week over here in England. Finally, today, it was bearable. And it's actually, I'm not sweating in my room, which is nice. As Spencer says, last time I checked, we have the most... All right, Spencer. So, yeah, DeBon will be leading off for the Braves. How are you, Scott? I bet you're watching the end of the game, if you can watch it. As Robbie Ray then will be going for the Giants. Robbie Ray is 6-6 with a 3.7 ERA and 42 walks to 8 strikeouts. A lot of walks. If he keeps them down, he will be successful. As Zim Zim, how you doing? What's up? Um, Hopefully, Robbie Ray can keep the last couple of outings going and keep increasing that trade value, baby. Get it going up. That's the direction we are hoping for. Yeah, Zim Zim, are you excited? Who are you flying with, by the way? Let me know. As it's quite empty today, I've got to be honest, at Oracle Park. Now, the fans, they'll probably trickle in a bit later, but for a Sunday game against a good team in Atlanta, it is very empty. As the first pitch by Robbie Ray is high and outside, and in classic Robbie Ray fashion, that is how we get this game started. As Scott says, can't complain. Yes, I've got the feels on as well. Scott, hopefully for you, the Phils do win. As there's a grab ball to Adamas. Adamas will fire it over to Devers. And that is how this game gets started. Adamas to Devers, a 6-3 ground out. And that will bring up the centre fielder for the Atlanta Braves in Michael Harris II. By the way, I don't know if Robbie's in it, but shout out to Robbie. He was at the game yesterday. So that was pretty cool. And he sent me some nice pics. So shout out to Robbie if he's in the chat. Or he may trickle in later. I do not know. As here is Michael Harris then. Michael Harris kind of owns the Giants at San Francisco. Now he's not done too bad this series, as the 0 pitch is outside and it's 1-0. Now I said that, he's going to have a monster game today. But no, in general, not too bad by the Giants so far. As the 1-0 pitch to Michael Harris, who's batting 300, is outside and it's 2-0. First knockout game in the World Cup today, by the way, guys. Canada versus South Africa. Yep, Zim Zim, 2-0. If you could all smash that like button, that'd be much appreciated. It gets the show out to more people, and that means the show is better as well, as there's a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Chris Conroy is the third base umpire. He's the crew chief. Willie Trainer is your home plate umpire. As the 2-1 pitch to Michael Harris is a weak ground ball. Nice play there by Matt Chapman. He will fire it across the diamond to Rafi Devers. A 5-3 ground out. Beautiful play by Matt Chapman going to his right. And that's 2 quick outs for Robbie Ray after falling behind both batters. Yeah, Spencer, it is at Levi South. Absolutely right. Yeah, beautiful play by Matt Chapman there. That's what we like to see. As here is Ozzy Albies. Ozzy Albies batting from the right side of the plate this game, as he is a switch hitter. And he fouls off the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Now, Robbie Ray, as I said, he's got a 3.7 ERA. Keep that coming down. It was mid-4s not long ago. As there's a check swing. Did Albies go? No, he did not. And it's 1-1. Just get that ERA down. Because that only means that goes down, trade value goes up. So 1-1 to Ozzy Albies, who's batting 277, 12 home runs, 44 RBIs. As the 1-1 pitch to Albies is a weak ground ball, this time foul, and it's 1-2. As always, you guys are slightly ahead because I call it the early inning delay. For some reason, there's always a delay early on. So it's 1-2 to Ozzy Albies. Robbie Ray, this will be pitch number 10 as he fires. There's a swing and a miss at a sinker, and that will end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Robbie Ray. A nice inning. And we will go to the bottom of the first. It will be Chapman, Arise, and Ramos leading off. By the way, Matt Chapman, he's going to be leading off. What do you guys think about that? I know you guys normally don't like it. Now, what I will say, it is against a left-hander, but I know Ramos, this is only his first game back for ages, but I would like to see Ramos lead off against the lefty. As Scott with a round of applause, does that mean the Phillies have won? As who was Scott? I don't know if you were watching. They were interviewing a pitcher on the in the Mets game, and his name's evading me. His initials were JL, and he played for the Giants for 1 year, 5 years at the Mets. But they were saying that he pitched the first ever inning at Citi Field, and as a result of that day, that also changed the way pitchers warm up because they now warm up in the bullpen, whereas before, Scott, you were applauding the 1-2-3 inning by Robbie Ray. Whereas before, pitchers just used to warm up at the side, on a flat surface. As Zim Zim, Ramos going yard today or multi-hit game, book it. I would not mind that. Robert, what's up? Yes. Shout out to you, Robert, and Joshua. Shout out to you as well, Joshua. Good to see you. Chapman should never be anywhere near the top of the lineup. No, I think Elliot Ramos. I put Elliot Ramos at the top of the lineup against left-handed pitchers. But Robert, you were at the game yesterday. You sent me some pics. It was an amazing view and a really good game to go to. As Chapman swings at the first pitch and pops this one up down the first base line, Matt Olson is going to be the man to make the play for out number one. Exactly what you want from a leadoff hitter, getting out on the first pitch. No, so Chris Sale then is the pitcher. He's 8-5 with a 2.14 ERA. No, Joshua, I agree. Chapman should be batting nowhere near the top of the lineup. Who do you think should be batting leadoff? For me, by the way, Elliot Ramos is back today. So that's who I think should be batting leadoff against lefties. And then I would like to see Jung Hoo Lee in there against righties. As there's a called strike to Luis Arise and it's 0-1. Yeah, Scott, they were, I think his name was like Jake Lake. That's definitely not right. Um, it's going to annoy me now, but I'm going to search it up so I get his name. As Arise is behind 0-2 here. Yeah, Robert Casey, he was scheduled to be in the lineup, but due to illness, they brought in Berakoto into left field, which look, it's a big miss, Casey, but at least it's a young guy. But no Bryce Eldridge against Chris Sale. Come on, Giants. Get your best players in there against the best left-handed pitchers. As there's a line drive to right field by Luis Arise for a base hit. And that is the first base runner and hit today. Well, Luis Arise, it doesn't matter if it's against a righty, a lefty, even the best lefty in the league. He still puts the bat on the ball. And this time it gets through the 4-3 hole for a base hit. Joshua says, honestly, I don't care about the lefty-righty matchup. Put a guy up there who's going to see a lot of pitches. Well, Joshua, for example, Luis Arise right there. Lefty, base hit. But I get you, Joshua. As the 0 pitch to Elliot Ramos, by the way. Welcome back, Elliot Ramos. Is a drive to right field. That one is going to be foul ball in the crowd. Ramos was running, so that got me excited, but it was foul. Yeah, no, Joshua. I want a guy that has a high on base and fouls off a lot of pitches and takes a lot of pitches. Exactly with you. Now, Lamont Wade Jr., he had to go, but there were times where he was a really good leadoff hitter. Now, obviously, he was slow, but the 0-1 pitch to Ramos this time is another foul ball down the first base line. That one almost in the same section. Well, is in the same section, and it's 0-2. But I agree with you, Joshua. As Spencer says the other side of that is you may see be seeing his best pitches early in the count. Um, I get that, Spencer. I get that. What you had to do facing Greg Maddox as there's a check swing by Ramos. Did he go? Yeah, he did. So out number 2 then. Wilson, it weren't Mike Pelfrey. His name definitely began with a J. It was either Jake or Jack. I can't remember. Zim Zim, he did not go. Let's see here. He definitely went Zim Zim. Yeah, Spencer, 2021, absurd year. Yeah, and Zim Zim even admitted it. Scott, as the 0 pitch to Rafi Devers is a called strike at the knee. This is where, when we traded for Rafi Devers, I thought, this is where he's going to deliver against these sort of pitchers. We'll see if he can do it today. And he's definitely heating up. As Scott says, put Berakoto back on the bench and get Eldridge back in the lineup. I know, Scott. As the 0-1 pitch to Devers is a sinker fouled out of play, and it's 0-2. I agree. I want to see Eldridge in there against the best of the best. Let him learn. Why are they holding him back? They did it with Kyle Harrison. They're now doing it with Chris Sale. I disagree with it. As the 0-2 pitch to Rafi Devers by Chris Sale is a close pitch on the outside corner, just outside at 98, and it's 1-2. That was also almost perfect paint on the outside corner. It may have even caught the zone. I couldn't tell. Spencer, Jack Tackner, I don't think it was. I'm going to search it up. As the 1-2 pitch to Devers is low. Now, he pitched in the 1960s, so maybe he's a bit too old for everyone. As It's 2-2 to Devers. As the 2-2 pitch is a drive by Devers. That one, though, is not going to be very far as it's caught by Michael Harris to end the inning. Yeah, Spencer, I meant at Shea. You're right, not at City Field. I meant at Shea. Thanks, Spencer, for clarifying that. Wilson, I think you had that right as we go to the top of the second inning here. Nothing, nothing. Um, I think Mike Pelfrey was the first pitcher to pitch at City Field. But I meant Shea. So top of the second we go to then. Scott says stop babying the players. No, absolutely, Scott, you're right. I want to see Bryce Eldridge in there against the best of the best. Insane. I don't know why I got so excited. That's it, Spencer. That's it. Jack Fisher, you're right. Insane. I thought for a second he got it. Um, but then he didn't. So apologies, Insane. Yeah. Um, it is Jack Fisher. Yep, Spencer. So Jack Fisher was the first pitcher to pitch at Shea Stadium, and he played 4 years for the for the Mets. He played a year for the Giants, and I believe he also played for the Orioles. And yeah, it was the first pitcher to pitch at Shea Stadium, and he was the pitcher that made starting pitchers warm up in the bullpen to begin the game. As Scott says, 1960s, I wouldn't know the player. Yeah, Scott, neither did I. They were just interviewing him today. As Spencer says, what do you win? Spencer, you win the pride and joy of getting something right. As Shay was a dump, almost as bad as Candlestick. Really, that must have been a dumpster fire then. But no, you got it right. As insane. What's up, by the way? How are you? As there's no one on base. Let me change that. There's no one on base. Top of the eighth at City Field. There, by the way, as there's a called strike to Matt Olson by Robbie Ray on the outside corner. Take the John Rocket Express out there. A train. All right, Spencer. As the 0-1 pitch is down and away, it's 1-1. The trains in New York don't get a good reputation. Um, I hear. So let me know. As it's 1-1 to Olsen. Ray wearing number 38. I don't know why he wears number 38. As there's a swing and a miss at a slider, and it's 1-2. So Robbie Ray last time against the Braves went 7 innings, gave up no runs in Atlanta. Really is sensitive. The Braves closer made a comment about the 7 train that goes out to Shea. As there's another slider. This one did not get a swing and a miss, and it's outside, and it's 2-2. Oh, I bet the trains were a joke. As by the way, Haron, when you get in here, let me know, and I'll go over what you sent me. By the way, as that pitch is not competitive, a sinker there that even I wouldn't have swung at, and it's a full count. Scott asks, "Is that the LIRR Spencer? I take that out from Penn Station to Flushing for the US Open." As the 3-2 pitch to Matt Olson is a swing and a miss. So a strikeout for Robbie Ray there on a slider. Perfect slider there, painted on the outside corner at the knees for out number 1. Um, Scott, do you mean the tennis US Open, not the golf, by the way, Scott? Sit down, Spencer says. As there's a line drive by Drake Baldwin, and what a catch by Matt Chapman. Beautiful catch by Matt Chapman there. Another play going to his right as he shifted over, almost playing in the gap between shortstop and third base. And he makes a diving leap to his right as both feet left the ground as he tumbles over to record the second out. So that was a nice play by Matt Chapman. I thought off the bat that was definitely a base hit. As there's a swing and a miss by Austin Riley. Ray then off to a good start here, and the defense is helping him out. As Scott says, yes, the tennis. Tennis courts are also out there in Queens. As there's a high pop up by Austin Riley. This should end the inning as Devers is gonna make the catch. So Robbie Ray is on a flyer here. We go to the bottom of the second. 19 pitches through 2 innings. That is very Robbie Ray unlikeness. I was about to say very Robbie Ray-esque. No, it is not. It's Robbie Ray unlikeness. So we go to the bottom of the second, and it is nothing here in a sunny San Francisco. By the way, all the celebrities were out. Haron, what's up? Haron, I'll get to what you sent me earlier in just a second. But yeah, 11 pitches under that 30 mark. How's your Sunday so far, Haron? Um, celebrities were at the game yesterday in San Francisco. It was Neon, the streamer, was at the game. So was Najee Harris. So was Yaxel Lindeberg as well. So I don't know who Neon is, but I know he's the famous streamer, and he was dapping it up with Bryce Eldridge. Um, so a few famous people. Robert or Robbie, sorry, you didn't see Neon, did you, Robbie? As Haron, right? Haron guy sent me the box score of the longest game in baseball. It was 1981. It was 33 innings long between Rochester and I forgot the other team, but it was a minor league game between the Red Sox and Baltimore Orioles, and it went 33 innings, and it was a 3-2 final. Spencer's got no idea who any of those guys are. All right, all right, Spencer. And you know what was crazy? I saw someone went 5 for 14. I mean, that is crazy. 5 for 14, 14 at bats. It was played over 3 days. It was 8 hours long. Could you imagine being at a game that's 8 hours long across 3 days? It would never happen now. As we are ready for the bottom of the second inning, and it is going to be Willie Adames leading off for the Giants. I'm predicting Willie Adames to go 0 for 4 today, especially against Chris Sale. Scott, before they had lights, obviously. Um, I don't know Scott as damn Gen Alphas. It feels old now as it's 0-2. You're not old, Spencer. They did play one game over in the night, and it bled in to the next day, but then they had to cancel it. So I don't know if there were no lights, but must have been if they played it across 3 days. As the 0-2 pitch to Willie Adames is a check swing at a high fastball. He did not go, and it's 1-2. Haron, also Wade Boggs and Cal Ripken, sorry, played in that game. There you go. 1-2 pitch to Willie Adames is a weak ground ball on the infield. This is going to be a tough play for Austin Riley as he can't barehand the ball. And just like that, I said Adames would be 0 for 4. And it's a infield single. Yeah, Cal Ripken was in that game. As Haron, was that his dad or his younger one? The junior. As the arrow pitch to Victor Berracoto was a weak ground ball foul. And it's 0-1. Yeah, Spencer, he was only a little bit good. Um, he had a brother, I didn't even know that. As Berracoto is batting 250, a 571 slugging, but that's good. That's definitely going to go down over time. As the 0-1 pitch is a little pop up. This one is going to go out to right field, and that is going to be caught by Eli White for out number 1. I'll be shocked if the Giants score 1 run against Chris Sale today, guys. I do not see that happening. As Billy couldn't hit his hat. Oh, really, Spencer? That's how bad he was. So, yeah, an F9, and that brings up Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee batting 323. But Haron, 33 innings. That is crazy. You know what I find funny, right? As the 0 pitch to Lee is a called strike, and it's 0-1. What I find funny is both teams scored 1 run in the 21st inning, but it was only a 3-2 game. So it was a, a low scoring game, but when they did score, they both cancelled each other out. And Spencer says Billy had a Fleer card and written F face on it, as there's a ground ball, and it was bobbled there by Chris Sale, but he will underarm flip it to first base. So Adamas gets up to second base, and there's 2 outs. Well, if Sale held on to that one, then that would have been a double play, but he couldn't pick it up cleanly. That allows Adamas to get to second base, and it will be the first at bat with a runner in scoring position for the Giants, and it will be down to everyone's favourite catcher, Eric Haas. Oh really, Spencer? Someone on his team pulled a prank on him, really? I love pranks. I'm all for pranks as Haas takes a cool strike on the outside corner, a slider. Nah, Zim, Zim and Spencer, big fans of Haas, I know. I watch a lot of Chris Sale. The dude is filthy. As the 0-1 pitch to Eric Haas is a weak ground ball foul, and it's 0-2. Let's hope so, Spencer, and do it for Scott as well. As Haron says, apparently it was very cold. They built fires in the dugout to stay warm. Really, Haron? Oh my god, it's like a camping game then. Oh, we'll just play camping in the wood, baseball in the woods during our camping trip. And oh shit, it's been 8 hours. Oh my god. As the 0-2 pitch to Eric Haas is fouled out of play, and it will remain 0-2. Now, last time Chris Sale pitched against the Giants, I do believe he was dominant. So I'm not expecting the Giants to do much. As I said, I'll be shocked if they score 1 run. Hopefully, I'm wrong though. As it's still 5-4 Phillies over the Mets in New York. As the 0-2 pitch to Eric Haas by Chris Sale is going to be a high fastball taken for a ball, and it's 1-2. That was just to clean the palette there, change the eye level, and I've got to think he's going back to that slider. Now, by the way, the slider is Chris Sale's best pitch that he throws to right-handed hitters, as there is that slider, but it's inside. Haas did not swing, and it's 2-2. A good take there. Oh, Scott, is it a shaky bullpen? Oh, Scott, getting you a bit nervous. I watched when the Mets scored 3 runs. I think it was in the third inning. I think it was. As the 2-2 pitch to Eric Haas is fouled out of play at 98, a fastball down the middle. Eric Haas with a competitive at bat here. I like it. Keep it going. As Haron says, was yesterday's game your shortest by time? Haron, yes, it was. Just a 2-hour game, by far the shortest we've had. Yeah, Spencer, nowhere near as bad as ours, though, the Phil's bullpen. As a 2-2 pitch to Eric Haas is outside, and it's a full count. Really good at bat by the backup catcher for the Giants. Can he cash in and give the Giants the lead? I tell you, Chris Sale, he releases the pitch all the way from there, and it comes over. It's what makes him so tough. As the 3-2 pitch is high and in, great at bat by Eric Haas there as he walks. Now, I still don't think the Giants are going to take anything out of it because it is going to be the number 9 hitter, Jonah Cox. And I can't see Jonah Cox doing shit. I hope I'm wrong, but I can't see him doing shit. And maybe Chris Sale, he's taken his matchups here. But what it does do is it did get Chris Sale's pitch count up, which even if you're not going to score, get to the Braves bullpen as quick as possible. As the Twins are beating the Rockies after 8. Hopefully that's good for the Giants as Jonah Cox swings and misses at a fastball at 97 at the top of the zone. This is Jonah Cox. I mean, if he makes contact, I'll be shocked. It's going to go fastball, slider if I'm Chris Sale. as the 0-1 pitch to Cox by Sale is going to be another fastball right down the middle, and it's 0-2. I told you, fastball, slider incoming. Good morning, good evening, good night is going to happen. As it's 0-2 to Jonah Cox. Sale waiting, and he fires. Actually, he went back up with a fastball high there, and Cox did not chase, and it's 1-2. I mean, Jonah Cox is clearly sitting on that slider. So will Chris Sale throw it to him, or will he just keep piping fastballs down the plate? As the 1-2 pitch to Jonah Cox is a fastball, and it's a swing and a miss at a fastball right down the fucking middle. I told you, Jonah Cox, he was clearly sitting on that slider. Chris Sale didn't give him one, and he strikes out Cox with a fastball right down Broadway. So we go to the top of the third. Joey Bart, as Zim said, is coming up. Joey Bart, you already know it. He's going to hit a home run. I guarantee that he's going to hit a home run. A little Charles Barkley there. Scott, just pump that shit right by him. Yep, Scott. Chris Sale, he's too good. I don't get the approach. He's too good for this for rookies, right? If he knows you're sitting on the slider or the off-speed pitch, he ain't gonna fucking throw you on. He's gonna keep throwing a fastball. And it's on the Giants and Jonah Cox to tell him, hey, you gotta change what pitch you're sitting on in the at-bat to a guy like Chris Sale. He's too good otherwise. So it's nothing after 2 innings here. I mean, I'm expecting a low scoring game. It is a pitcher's duel so far. As a Zim, you love Joey Bart, do you really? I can never love Joey Bart. It was a bust of a draft pick. Which he was obviously traded to the Pirates by the Giants. He's now on the Braves, and we'll see if the Braves can get anything out of him. Probably not. I don't think Joey Bart's ever going to be a average catcher, let alone above average. Uh, Triple M, how you doing, Triple M? Good to see you again after the NHL stream. Yeah, I'm live streaming this dumpster fire of a team right now. We do it every day, Triple M. Good to see you. Everyone say what's up to Triple M. Um, obviously, when the Sharks play, we'll be doing all the Sharks games as well, and we'll be doing 49ers. But right now, since baseball is the only sport on apart from the World Cup, and this is an American sports YouTube channel, yes, we are watching this dumpster fire of a team. As Zimzim and Spencer say, "What's up?" As here is Joey Bart, the former Giant. And Joey Bart hits a high drive, but that one is going to be in the yard for Jonah Cox for out number one. 49ers, dear Lord. You're not a you're not a fan, Triple M. By the way, I do call him Triple M because his name is a dick joke. As there's one out then for Ray, who's at 20 pitches. So another first pitch out, and this game is going just as quick as last night. As the 0-0 pitch to Eli White is a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Are you a 49ers fan, Triple M, or are you not? Spencer, that's how I've got the 49ers going as well. As the 0-1 pitch to Eli White is outside, and it's 1-1. But I'm excited for the Shark streams. They are going to be really good and entertaining. Um, as Triple M, by the way, you weren't in it when the Sharks traded up, but loved what they did. As there's a ball in the dirt. Did White swing? He did. So it's 1-2. I love what the Sharks did. Traded up to 21 ahead of the Steelers ahead of the Penguins. Sorry, and drafted Ryan Lynn, the 5'8" guy defenseman. As the 1-2 pitch to Eli White is a line drive to Willie Adames. Adames plays the hop well and will fire it over to Rafi Devers for out number 2. But it's so exciting. Stenberg, Celebrini, and Will Smith on one line. Are you kidding me? That is what I'm talking about. As Scott saying, "Are you con- compensating for something?" Scott, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. As yeah, Spencer, I knew it was the wrong team from Pittsburgh. Yes, Spencer, I agree with your Seattle and the Rams have improved. As there's a drive to right centre field, Jonah Cox is going to run it down. Bloody hell! What's going on with Robbie Ray? How is he getting through these innings so quickly? This is so un-Ray like. As no, Triple M. Zim Zim is a massive Mike Greer fan as well. He'll tell you that. He loves Mike Greer. Yeah, nothing after 2.5. How can you not like Mike Greer? As Triple M, 7-1 D-Man to sell tickets for the CUDA in 4 or 5 years too. Um, yeah. Where is he from? Moldova, am I right? He's from Moldova. His name's eluding me, but he is from Moldova, I believe. Yep, Zim Zim, you love Zim Zim, you love the Barracuda as well. Oh, hold on, what's going on with Canada in the World Cup? As we go to the bottom of the third, it's going to be the top of the Giants lineup back up. Zim Zim, he'd probably be better than any centre they have on their team. Yeah, 25 pitches in 3 innings. That is so not Robbie Ray. It's unbelievable. Um, oh, Alfonso Davies just came in, did he? Alfonso Davies is their best player, in my opinion. Okay, Zim Zim, a bit too far, but it goes right in line with Monster Meat. So there you go. As he's been on every Coke bottle in America with those stickers. Oh, really? I Coke, obviously one of the sponsors for the World Cup. Who else? Pulisic. Has Pulisic been on them? I would guess, and Messi and Ronaldo and Mbappe. As let's see what Matt Chapman can do. He was out on the first pitch, his first time up, especially when your pen sinks like ours. Yep, it's important. As we'll see what he can do the rest of the game. Um, Scott, who is GMMG? It stands for General Manager Mike Greer. He is the Sharks General Manager. As here is Matt Chapman. Then Sale is at 32 pitches, and Chris Sale will fire, and that's inside. Really, Lerma from Colombia. Really, that surprises me. As it's 1-0 to Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman batting 236 will hit a line drive up the middle for a base hit, and Matt Chapman with a lead off single. Oh yeah, Scott. Mike Greer's done it the complete right way, and how I want the Giants to do it. Just tear it all down, go for a rebuild. Hey, you may suck for a couple of years, but that's how you build a long, sustainable winning team. And I don't know where Triple M thinks the Sharks are going this year, but they can definitely aim for the playoffs. And if all goes well, who knows? As Arise is going to bunt, but he bunts foul, and it's 0-1. Yep, Scott, we do love him. He just makes all the right picks. It's just like he goes best player available. So many GMs go for what they need, not Mike Greer. If there's a good player on there and they're the best available, he's going to take them. So love Mike Greer. As the 0-1 pitch to Luisa Rise is another bunt attempt. This one's going to be a successful bunt laid down. However, they get Matt Chapman out at second. So shit. Bunt was just they wasted out. As Monster Meat Max says, one more lottery win to get Dupont as one last middle finger to Chicago, then we're ready. You know what I can't believe, Triple M? The debate between Connor Bedard and Celebrini going into the year, there was a big debate. Which guy is the best young player? I mean, come on. Yeah, awful bunt. As here's Elliot Ramos. Ramos is going to take low, and it's 1-0. I think though we can't complain if we don't have more luck, lottery luck. I mean, we got lucky this year, getting pick number 2. Hopefully, I'd hope we're not in the lottery, but we'll see. As the 1-0 pitch to Elliot Ramos by Chris Sale is a weak ground ball. This one could be two as Kim fires it over to Albies. Albies' throw is not in time though. So that'll be the second out on a weak ground ball to the shortstop by Elliot Ramos. Yep, Spencer, non-productive out. It's really Luis Ariz. Got to get that bunt down. Um, but no, Chicago. Some of the moves Chicago makes just confuses me. I think they're in their rebuild. It's not going anywhere near as successful as the Sharks. As here's Rafi Devers then. Come on, big boy Rafi. I know OP Noob as that pitch is fouled out of play down the third base line. OP Noob made a comment on one of my shorts, basically saying, because I called him my favourite player ever. Definitely not my favourite player ever. I would much rather Devers was still on the Red Sox than on the Giants, but hey. By the way, Triple M, what do you think is going to happen with Celebrini? Do you think they're going to give him an extension in the off season soon? As the 0-1 pitch to Rafi Devers by Chris Sale is a big swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. As a percentage of home runs by direction, Rafi Devers 70 career home runs to centre field. 50% of his home runs this season have been to centre field. Now, obviously, in Fenway, that centre field is so much longer as that pitch is outside and it's 1-2. So you either have to get them over the green monster, which is almost impossible for a lefty, or get it to right field. But no, 50% of his home runs this year have been to centre field. Let's see what he can do here. As the 1-2 pitch to Rafi Devers is a swing and a miss as the runner went, but it won't matter because Devers goes down on strikeouts to end the innings. Nothing here as well, there you go, Scott. Right in a W for the Phillies as they bring in the master closer. I know, Spencer. It's like it's a day game, it's a getaway game. They're like, let's get this game over and done with. Or it's just the Giants offense being absolutely non-existent. We'll see what Robbie Ray can get done in the top of the fourth. Um, not even a home run in and home run in and already in the fourth. Yeah. No, exactly, Spencer. An hour. I got you. Not even an hour in. I was thinking home run doesn't make sense. I got you now, Spencer. An hour. Got you. As let's see if Robbie Ray can continue what he's got going. Don't want to jinx him because he hasn't given up a hit yet, and he's had 9 up, 9 down. But going pretty well. Yeah. Braves must be in a rush to get back to Hotlanta. Now, guys, I saw the weather on the East Coast. Scott's been telling me about it. I did check myself for the Soccer World Cup, and my God, it's upper 90s. I mean, I hate that weather. I don't know about all of you guys. It sucks. As it's gonna get like that next week in the UK again. So I'm gonna have to get prepared and get a big ice tray and put it in front of my fan so I get cool air blown on me. As I actually have two fans. I should turn the other fan on next week as well. Yep, Scott, very hot all next week. You know, New York is such a weird place. I mean, it gets freezing cold, but it can also get boiling hot. I mean, last year I believe it was awful. Yeah, Spencer, it's really humid in the East Coast this time of year. That's what worries me about England. Is that they have to play Miami if they get to the quarterfinal against Brazil. Fucking hell. And so that pitch to Dubon is low and it's 1-0. Yeah, it's the same over in the UK. 95 over here is awful. As Insane says, Canada v South Africa still tied, nothing in the 85th minute. As there's a ground ball by Dubon, Arise going to his right, is going to fire it over to Rafi Devers for out number 1. Yep, Spencer a 4-3 ground ball there. We'll see. Will that be the first game to go to a penalty shootout in the World Cup? Do love a good penalty shootout. I'm not a fan of extra time. I think it's a waste of time. But there you go. As what is going on with Robbie Ray? How are there so many quick outs? As there's a called strike. Surely the Braves are going to have to adapt their game plan and start taking a few more pitches. Because Robbie Ray, he will walk you if you work a good at bat. As the 0-1 pitch to Michael Harris is low and it's 1-1. Robbie Ray so far at 29 pitches and he's already recorded 10 outs. That's less than 3 pitches per at bat. I'll take that all fucking day long. As and that means you'd only need 81 pitches to complete the whole game. As there's another weak ground ball to Ray. This is going to be a tough play as his throw is just in time to get Michael Harris. Beautiful play by Robbie Ray there. That was not easy. And so 11 outs on 30 pitches. Insane. It's going up, up, up. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this trade value going up. I'm expecting a top 100 prospect at this rate. Scott, Braves have league low APS at 634 for the month of June. Is that right, Scott? I mean, they have not been great this series. As the 0 pitch towards the Albies is outside and it's 1-0. And obviously, Scott, your Phillies have been catching them. So that's obviously a sign about how bad their offense has been. But that blows my mind. And the Giants have been one of the best. So it's crazy. And we're about to enter July. As the 1-0 pitch towards the Albies is a weak ground ball to Willie Adames. Adames will fire over to Rafi Devers. What is going on? 12 up, 12 down for Robbie Ray. And how many pitches is he on? 31 or 32? Bloody hell. What is going on? So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Nothing, nothing. Well, Giants, you've got to take advantage of Robbie Ray right now. Let's get something going here. The Giants have had all the base runners this game, but not to put too much pressure on Chris Sale. Yeah, nothing, nothing after 3.5. I mean, right now we may be this game may be just as quick as yesterday's game. It's unfucking believable. Robbie Ray, his trade value. This is what I'm talking about. This is the only exciting thing about the Giants is you're hoping players can get their trade value up. Now what we need is a rise to go 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, and then we're all going to throw a party. As 1-0 Dodgers, the bastards. Bastards. That's annoying. Spencer, his ERA is barely over 3.5 right now. Also, who do you think is going to trade for him? I would maybe guess the New York Yankees. Or an AL team. Because left-handed pitchers are so valuable in the playoffs. That's why I was so pissed off when Farhan Zaidi did not trade Carlos Rodon in 2022 at the trade deadline when the team was never going to make the playoffs. He did not trade Blake Snell, who was always opting out of his contract at the end of the 2024 season. You've got to make these trades to build for the fucking future when you aren't going anywhere. But anyway, enough of Farhan Zaidi, because Buster Posey has been even worse so far. As they are in a war with Tampa, the Yanks. Yes, they are, Spencer. Spencer Boris is now his client. I can't stand Scott Boris, but he's good at his job because he's everyone's agent, it feels like. As here's Willie Adames then. Willie Adames singled with an infield hit last time up. As he will take a cool strike at the knees, a slider at 78 miles an hour, and it's 0-1. So the Giants will be heading to Arizona tomorrow to have a 3-game series against the Diamondbacks. As there's a swing and a miss by Willie Adames, and it's 0-2. By the way, the schedule for next week is Zim Zim. They were golf swings by Willie Adames. We will be doing all the Diamondbacks games, and then on Thursday we will be doing Dodgers versus Padres. As that's the only game I can really do because it is my birthday, so I'll be out for the evening. As that pitch is low and it's 1-2. Spencer, he got Chris Bryant that dead in Colorado, and has about 500 at bats in 3 years. Spencer, he got Chris Bryant that deal in Colorado and has about 500. that Chris Bryant contract is worse than the Willie Adamas contract as he goes down swinging, and that will be the first out. Well, I thought Willie Adamas would go 0 for 4. He hasn't because he had an infield single, but more bad play. Yeah, insane. No, Adamas is the best basic player on the Giants. That's how much teams should trade for him. The phone should be lining up with offers for Willie Adamas. That's how good he is. But Chris Bryant, he's just probably enjoying life right now. As that pitch is high, getting paid a shit ton of money. They don't care about winning right now, Colorado. No pressure at all. As Canada scored, did they? Is that late on? But thank you, Zim Zim, for saying happy birthday. As the 1-0 pitch to Willie Berakoto, sorry, is a high pop up to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit for Berakoto. He bloops one in there into right field. Let's go, Berakoto. So a one out runner for the Giants. Can they score and take the lead? As the bleachers are looking a little bit busier now than they did at the start of the game. Um, Seriously, all you guys saying the 51st state. I mean, I don't want to get into those sort of politics. So Canada are winning 1-0. As here's Jung Hoo Lee. Lee swings at the first pitch. He hits a ground ball, and they're going to get the double play. As what the fuck happened there? They're going to get a 3-4-3 double play. Berakoso, he started running towards second. He then headed back to first. As bloody hell, Berakoto. Did he think that maybe that was a line drive caught? And so he thought he had to head back to first base. I don't fucking know. So a double play then. That will end the inning. So the Giants do fuck all. Scott, Fields win in Flushing 5-4. There you go, Scott. So let's hope the Giants can do you a favour then for your Fields. Duran is money, man. If only the Giants had a fucking closer. This season may be interesting. As it is, we've got fucking no one. We've got Caleb, blow every lead, Killian. We've got Keaton, can't stay healthy, win. We've got Eric, can't throw a strike, Miller. You know what? I need to come up with all these nicknames. Tristan, I don't give a shit back. Don't get my undies in a bunch, Brentford. All right, Scott. Uh, if the Giants win, we'll be better than the Mets. There you go. If you said that to me at the start of the season, that going into July, you'd have the same record as the Mets, I'd go, all right, baby, it's going well. Tale of two teams. As Scott says, Duran walked his first guy since May the 18th today. There you go. Look, he may have walked people today, but no walk since May 18th. Over a month without giving up a walk. I mean, that's fucking like the dinosaurs for the Giants. Fucking extinct. You'd never see that in San Francisco. As we go to the top of the fifth, Zim Zim, it's actually Caleb Killer Killian. He's young. He'll give up a few. Zim Zim, you know his FIP is over 4, which tells me that he's not a good pitcher. Zim Zim, you may like the killer. I don't. As Kevin, what's up? How you doing, Kevin? How's your Sunday going so far? As we're approaching 2 o'clock on the West Coast. The bullpen has been decent this series. Kevin, the bullpen for the Giants has been decent. They were good yesterday. Actually, the pitching for the Giants hasn't been terrible this series or against the A's, really. Just in that ninth inning against the A's. But apart from that, this week it's not been too bad. As Insane says, instead of having the second worst record, we will have the third worst. Well, maybe Insane. As Killian is not a closer, he's just a low leverage reliever. I agree. I know you love him, Zim Zim, but that's my opinion and Insane's. As that pitch is low and it's 2-0 to Matt Olson. Come on, Robbie. Get in the strike zone, my friend. Let's get this 12 up, 12 down, going to 13 up, 13 down. As the 2-0 pitch to Matt Olson by Robbie Ray is a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. For fuck's sake. I thought we were going to see something special there. As that ground ball went up the middle, perfectly bisecting the third, the shortstop and second baseman. I did not jinx him. He can't hear me, guys. He can't hear me. So no jinx by me. As Spencer says, Buster is a genius. Don't get a closer. What can possibly go wrong? I know, Spencer, we've seen this season. We didn't even need a closer. As as usual, I jinxed him. I know. As that pitch is outside to Drake Baldwin, and it's 1-0. I didn't say perfect game though. I just said 12 up, 12 down. So a lead-off runner for the Braves. This would be so Giants giving up the lead after they get their first hit. As the 1-0 pitch to Drake Baldwin is a line drive to left field. That one is going to hold up for Barracoto, who does a bunny hop and records the first out of the inning. 10 blown saves already, Spencer. I know. It's fucking shit. Now, you are going to have the odd blown save. Even the Phillies will have the odd blown save. But 10. You're on pace for 20 blown saves. I mean, if you only blow 5 of them, that's a 15-game swing. Yeah, Spencer, on that pace, 19 games. That is a massive swing, as that pitch is outside and it's 1-0. Canada won. All right, I did have that actually in my pick. So Canada then are going through to the round of 16. Good for Canada. I'd love to see Canada v the USA. That would be a fun matchup. As the 1-0 pitch to Austin Riley is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. By the way, guys, oh Canada, oh Canada. Um, did you guys know? You would not believe this, but tomorrow, as the 1-1 pitch to Robbie from Robbie Ray to Austin Riley is outside, and it's 2-1. Did you guys know? Tomorrow, in the biggest cricket game in the country, you can get into that for free. Now, I know you guys don't care for cricket, but they actually let you just turn up and get into it for free. It's a free sporting event they're allowing all fans to go to. As a 2-1 pitch to Austin Riley is a high fly ball to Jonah Cox. Cox, he's kind of lost it in the sun, but he's found it again. He will make the catch for out number 2. Do you get free tickets to sporting events for everyone in America? I don't know. You tell me. Spencer, you don't give a toss. I'm not talking about cricket. I'm just talking about free tickets. As Canada couldn't even beat us in their own sport, they ain't beating us in soccer. All right, insane. We'll see. I don't think Canada are that good at soccer though. I think you guys are right. As Insane says, well, cricket has to be free. Who would willingly go pay to watch that shit, lol? You guys with the slander. You guys are so wrong. Cricket is like baseball. As the 1-0 pitch, sorry, it's 1-0 to Joey Bart here. Joey Bart flew out on the first pitch in the 3rd inning. As the 1-0 pitch to Joey Bart won't happen as there's a pickoff attempt and Matt Olson is back safely. As Spencer says, men and women both lost gold medal game. I know. In the Olympics, Winter Olympics, I did see that. Scott, free tickets to sporting events would never happen in. I know that's what amazing is amazing. You can get in for free. Too much money to be made. As that pitch is outside and it's 2-0. Now the reason it happens, Scott, is because you never know how long they're going to play. It could be done in an hour. It could last 8 hours. But they don't want to charge a fixed price to fans because it's so random how long it will go on for. As the 2-0 pitch to Joey Bart is a high fly ball out of play, foul, and it's 2-1. No, guys, cricket not as good as baseball, but it's a close second in terms of ball sports. As there's a dog on a paddleboard drinking from McCovey Cove. I mean, I would not trust my dog on a board. I wouldn't trust myself on a board, let alone my dog. As it's 2-1 to Joey Bart. Robbie Ray at 44 pitches will fire. Bart hits a high drive to left centre field. That one is going to be caught by Barracoto on the warning track. Well, Joey Bart is having a little bit of fun here as he sent that one deep. That will end the inning though. So Robbie Ray at 45 pitches and he is through 5 innings. I mean, Jesus Christ, that is insane. I can't believe Robbie Ray is being this efficient. mean, Robbie Ray's the opposite of efficiency. Um, 30 pitches under Zim Zim. I know, crazy. So we go to the bottom of the fifth as Scott, really strange. I have no clue how cricket is played. That's fine. I mean, you don't really know how long it's going to end. It can go up to 5 days long. And the fifth day is always free. Normally it ends after 4 days, but sometimes it can go really long. Um, Spencer, my brother has a red lab and she loves the water. Um, there you go. I mean, my dog does not like the water at all. She gets out and then shakes and then gets back in. Oh, really? Nice. As Scott, my dog's with your dog, hates any kind of water. Zim Zim, I love cricket, but only the T20. Fair enough, Zim Zim, because that lasts the same time as a baseball game, really. It's probably slightly longer, I would say. Normally 3 to 4 hours, but any of the other formats, it lasts for ages. It's kind of a sport where you kind of sleep for some of it and then wake up and then sleep again. As it's going to be Eric Haas leading off for the Giants. Haas probably with the best at bat of the day by any Giant, as he worked a walk after being behind 0-2. We'll see if he can do it again, as Jonah Cox will be batting second, and batting third will be the best third baseman in baseball, Matt Chapman. That is a joke, by the way, in case you didn't know. Come on, Giants, let's score some runs here. Otherwise, this game will never end. We could be in for a 33 inning game here at this rate. As Spencer says, we have a German Shepherd as a kid, or we had, and he wouldn't go anywhere near our pool. We suspected that they used to clean out his cage with him in it. He ate tons of hosses. What? As that pitch is inside and it's hoses. Oh, hosses, Liam, you bloody idiot. So it's 1-0 to Eric Haas. Hoses. He ate a ton of hoses. Well, he can't like the water then. He's like, stop it. Stop water coming out from it. There's a swing and a miss by Eric Haas, and it's 1-1. Um, Clearly I need to take a reading degree if I thought hoses was hosses. As it's 1-1 to Haas then. That pitch is fouled out of play and it's 1-2. Yeah, dogs are like that though. If when they're young, if they learn bad habits, good luck getting them to get out of that habit when they're older. As Spencer wants to know, Scott, what kind of terrier have you got? As it's 1-2 to Haas. All right, Spencer. All right, just stop it. As the 1-2 pitch to Haas is inside, and it's 2-2. A slider there at 80 miles an hour. Good hard slider there, but good take, and it's 2-2. Scott Spencer like waterboarding the poor dog lol. Welsh Terrier, all right, interesting. As the 2-2 pitch is a called strike three. Haas will go down on strikeouts. The fifth K for Chris Sale here. Sorry, it didn't go down. He swung and missed for out number one. Zim Zim, I don't know what you're talking about. He's a great pitcher. Chris Sale. How is Eric Haas going to do anything? As Jonah Cox swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Spencer, German Shepherds, they're a lot bigger than the dogs I have. I have a little Cavapoo. Um, I'm not really into big dogs. They kind of scare me a little bit. As there's a bunt attempt, but missed by Cox, and it's 0-2. They have bad hips, German Shepherds. Do they really? Okay. 11 years old was when he died. Um, Losing a dog is never easy. As the 0-2 pitch to Jonah Cox by Chris Sale is fouled out of play, and it's 1-2. Spencer's not a fan of small dogs. That's all good. As Insane says, Cox needs to go down to Triple A. He looks overmatched when he's not facing a position player. Insane, I agree. I mean, his batting average is pretty good, but he does look overmatched to me. No, because Spencer, the little dogs, as there's a foul ball and it remains 0-2, they all go ruff, 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 ruff. They bark like crazy and they bite normally. As Wilson, I hate putting down dogs. It's the saddest thing ever. I know they brings you so much joy, and you must. It just makes you feel so guilty. As the 0-2 pitch by Chris Sale is fouled out of play, and it will remain 0-2. No, it is not easy. Now, I've never had to put down a dog yet, so that's lucky for me. But the day will come. I have had to put down a cat though, and that was not very pleasant. We got back from a holiday as that pitch is outside and it's 1-2, and she needed putting down. And that cat, she was a lost cat. We found her, took her to the vets. They said there was no tag. They couldn't find the owner, so we kept her for 12 years. And then sadly, she passed away. As that 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss by Jonah Cox. My God, Jonah Cox, that was a bad at bat. Jonah Cox definitely looks overmatched. As anyway, we don't enough of the sad conversation though. Let's not let's not make everyone feel really bad. Um really, Spencer, you had to put your 14-year-old cat right before lockdown, really. As there's a called strike to Matt Chapman and it's 0-1. It's not good. Yeah, you guys are right. It's really not good. Insane. His average is inflated. Exactly. I just even if he was batting 300, I just look at his at bats as there's a swing and a miss at a high fastball by Matt Chapman. Just not quality at bats at all for Jonah Cox. Every now and then he'll get a hit, but the other at bats, it is terrible. I bet if you looked at his expected batting average, it's probably around 200. As the 0-2 pitch to Matt Chapman is high and inside, and it's 1-2. I mean, we're talking about Robbie Ray. Chris Sale ain't doing bad either. Sale at 64 pitches. I mean, this is a good old fashioned pitcher's duel. As the 1-2 pitch to Matt Chapman is low and in the dirt, and it's 2-2 as he did not swing. We'll see. I feel like this is one of those games. Whoever hits the first run, or scores, sorry, not hits. Whoever scores the first run is going to win the game. As the 2-2 pitch to Chapman is a swing and a miss. So that's good morning, good evening, good night. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Chris Sale. We go to the top of the 6th. We're stuck at nothing here. I know, Scott. You guys, I'm not getting to talk to you guys for long. These games are going quicker than Zim Zim when he sees a photo of Mike Greer. As we go to the top of the 6th, Kratman strikes out. Yep, Scott. I mean, all these Giants players against a dude like Chris Sale. I see everyone says, okay, we need to address the pitching next season. This is what you'd face if you made the playoffs. What are we doing against a player pitcher? Fucking shit. So this is why these players are flawed. They're not doing anything against good pitchers. Kyle Harrison, for example. Um, thanks, Scott. Yeah. Um, I'm happy you got what I meant as well. I didn't know if you'd understand that. Because I should have said in bed, but no. Zim Zim. I don't know if Zim Zim caught that one. So we'll see if the Giants then and Robbie Ray can go out there and pitch another clean inning. The no-hitter is gone for Robbie Ray. Insane. The Giants suck against good pitching. We can only hit okay to bat. Yep, exactly. We can only hit pitchers that are average. If they're really bad, we are awful. If they're really good, we're awful. If they're average, we're okay. So that's when we're good, when they're average. Uh, yes, Sim Sim. You did catch it then. All right. Yeah. Hopefully, that wasn't too rude. As we go to the top of the sixth. Come on, what is this? This is pathetic. They're all waving their shirts and waving high. Where's the tarps off crowd? No, exactly, Spencer. If they have a bad ERA, we make them look like Sandy Koufax. You're absolutely right. It's crazy. Above 5 ERA, just right in scoreless 7 innings. As his own one to Eli White. Eli White, the eighth place hitter, will take a low, and it's 1-1. Insane. Our hitting stats look better than they actually are because of all those times we ran up the score. Insane. That's a good point. It's those 18-run games, 12-run games that week, really, in Colorado and Milwaukee, and then Chicago. That really drove up the stats for the offense. As there's a weak ground ball foul, and it's 1-2. Robbie Ray at 48 pitches. I mean, if he does that and keeps continuing, he is going to be going for a complete game, and we don't have to see the Giants bullpen. As the 1-2 pitch to Eli White is a close pitch, but just high with a fastball at 94, and it's 2-2. Robbie Ray, really weird season for Robbie Ray. Started off good and then went missing for like a month and a half, and now it looks like he's finally found himself again. As that pitch is outside, and it's 3-2. Ever since he shaved that mullet, he's been a lot better. I mean, he was letting that mullet grow way too long. As the 3-2 pitch to White is a drive to right field, and that's going to be a base hit for Eli White. So I'm going to have jinxed him again here because the Braves are probably going to score as they get the leadoff runner on for back-to-back innings. Spencer, Giants coming into today's game. Giants have scored 3 or less runs in 6 out of their last 8 games. That ain't good enough. This offense is so streaky, it's unbelievable. Matt Chapman right now is going for a cold streak as there was a bunt attempt by Kim, sorry, but it was high and it's 1-0. Here we go then. This is the Robbie we're used to, not throwing strikes. 1-0 to Hassan Kim. Ray in the windup will fire it over to first base, and Eli White will be back safely. So that's one pick of attempt for Robbie Ray. 3-5 record. Spencer, is there any period of the season over a week where we've not had a oh sorry, when we've had a better than a 4-3 record? Scott, I think about getting someone up in the bullpen. Scott, um, I don't know. I mean, is that 53 pitches? Surely not. At 53 pitches. Maybe you just think about it, not actually get someone warming up. If he allows back-to-back base runners, that's when I get someone warming up. But there's a steal attempt by Eli White, and that is going to be an easy steal. I tell you what, Haas and Kavanagh, they cannot throw out runners. And this will be a chance for the Braves then, as Eli White steals a base. The Giants knew that was going to happen because they kept picking over. But he stole anyway, and bad throw by Haas. Lucky it didn't go into centre field as the Damas had to come way off the bag. So 2-1 to Hassan Kim. I reckon they're going to bunt here, the Braves. Just a feeling. As the 2-1 pitch to Hassan Kim is a called strike, and it's 2-2. I would have bunted if I were the Braves. Yeah. Scott, that's it. Yeah. So 2-2. Spencer, my grandmother could seal off Haas, and she has been gone for 12 years. All right, I wouldn't say that. But I get it. He is awful. His throws, how many throws go into centre field for him as well? It's crazy. As it's 2-2 to Hassan Kim. Scott can't give up too many runs when Sale is can't give up any runs when Sale is pitching. Right now, Sale is on pace to go 8 strong innings against the Giants. As the 2-2 pitch to Hassan Kim is inside and it's 3-2. Here we go with Ray then. This is the inning then. Spencer, he needs a cutoff man. Yeah. Yeah. Ray just needs to stand up and take it and then fire it over. As there's a check swing by Hassan Kim. Did he go? No, he didn't. For fuck's sake, Ray. Well, that's not what you want to do, is walk the number 9 hitter. And now the Braves are in business as the top of the lineup has been set up by the 8 and the 9 hole hitter. Yep, Scott, you did call it. Kim, I just think he held back there. Just held back. So Ray will fire to DeBon, and DeBon hits a high fly ball. That one is going to be tough because the Diamonds is battling the sun, but he makes the catch. Robbie Ray's outs have been on within the first row pitches. Now this inning's going longer because he's given up a hit and a walk, but every out he's recording is coming so quick. So one out then. I tell you what I don't like from the Braves, and Paul Weiss. Where's the bunt attempt? If just get the lead against the Giants with Chris Sale. I mean, I would have bunted if I were the Braves. They didn't, and now here's the lefty Michael Harris. As Ray is going to try and throw over to second base for a pickoff attempt, and Eli White is back safely. Almost caught Eli White napping there, but he did not. And it's nothing to Michael Harris. Eli White was actually thinking about going there. He was not paying attention. As how about a ground ball double play, Spencer? That they are always nice. As the 0 pitch is a weak ground ball off Ray's glove. Tough play for Adamas, who will fire it over to Devers to get an out. Lovely play by Adamas there. That will go down as a 1-6-3 one out play. As we'll see if Robbie Ray's okay. That ball hit off Robbie Ray's glove, as it actually knocked Ray's glove off his hand. If he held on to it, it would have been a double play, but not an easy one. And the Giants are probably just lucky to get one out there. That ball could have gone anywhere. As Vitello is coming out, and they're just going to check on Robbie Ray to see if he is okay. Robbie Ray seems fine. I mean, he says he's fine. They're just checking because that ball was hit hard. Scott, lock in here, Ray. Yes. Let's hope so. What, Zim Zim? What's wrong? As I mean that I bet that would still hurt, but it looks like it caught most of the glove. I don't know what it's like to get a ground ball hit and it hit the glove at 100 miles an hour. So I couldn't tell you how much pain he's in, but he's fine and good to go, Ray. So he will go here to Ozzy Albies as the 0 pitch to Albies is banged into the dirt, and it's 1-0. Banged into the dirt. Do you guys know the advert? Bang! And the dirt is gone. Do you guys know that advert? Or is that just in Britain? The 1-0 towards the Albies. That pitch by Ray was not good. As he's in the windup, he fires. There's a ground ball to Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman will pick it up. He will fire it over to Rafi Devers to end the inning. So Robbie Ray does lock in. As by the way, it was runners at second and third. I didn't even have that right. My bad. But they don't score the Braves as we go to the bottom of the 6th, and it is still 0-0. So that was the first big opportunity for the Braves to take the lead. Yep, Zim Zim, it's crazy. Right now, Ray's about 2 innings under. Yep, Scott did escape the 6th. 0-0 after 5.5. Let's see if the Giants can take the lead. Let's go, Gigantes. Take the lead. Don't look back. As first real opponent for opportunity, sorry, for either team, really. Yeah. I mean, the Giants have had runners on first and second, but they haven't got that runner over to third base, I believe. So 0-0. And we got what we thought we were going to get, a proper pitching matchup. As if this game goes quickly, I'm sure there's going to be a stat that says That is the quickest 2 games in the space of 2 days in baseball history. I don't think there'd be a lot of times a game's gone 2 hours twice in a row between the same 2 teams. I could be wrong, but, unless it's weather affected, I don't see that happening, or a 7-inning game, right? No, Zim Zim, 28 pitches under is insane. Um, It'll be a rise, by the way, to lead off for the Giants. Let's see if a rise can increase his trade value as well, along with Robbie Ray, who has done that nicely today. Yeah, so the Giants then 3 in Arizona before a day off, and then they'll be in Colorado for 3 before welcoming the defending AL champs, the Blue Jays, into San Francisco, and then a home series against the Rockies. As there's a called strike to Luis Arise and its own one. Chris Sale is at 67 pitches so far. As Otto Lopez has 10 more hits than Luis Arise. As that pitch is high and it's 1-1. That's crazy. I mean, 10 more hits than Arise. Otto Lopez. Sheesh. Imagine he was on the Giants and you had Lopez, Arise, and Lee. As the 1-1 pitch to Arise is outside and it's 2-1. There'd still be many games under. But that'd be crazy if you had 3 guys batting over 320. As the 2-1 pitch to Luis Arise is a swing and a foul ball, and it's 2-2. Sale at 70 pitches now. The Giants bull dude is an older guy, as we expect today. So they're back to the old dude. Let's hope there's not many tough plays for him. Otherwise, that would add on 5 minutes to game time as they waddle like a penguin to get the ball. As the 2-2 pitch to Luis Arise is a weird swing there by Luis Arise, and that one is going to be a base hit. As that is one of the weirdest swings I've ever seen. As he checks his swing, but also swings at the same time for a base hit. It's not one of those where you check your swing and it hits the bat and then goes for a base hit. What was that? That was a cricket or a tennis swing right there. That was a full opposite field approach. I mean, Jesus Christ. That was one of the weirdest swings I've ever seen. It was like that sort of swing. As here's Elliot Ramos. Ramos will take up and in, and it's 1-0. Scott, we need it. I mean, that was crazy weird. You see sometimes they check the swing and then it will come off the bat and go for a hit. That one was just so weird. As Elliot Ramos will swing and miss, and it's 1-1. Can the Giants score first? Ramos and Devers are both 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. They're the next 2 hitters. If Ramos gets to a 2-strike count, I don't think he's going to do anything. As Ramos fouls that pitch off, and it's 1-2. I don't see Ramos getting a hit off Chris Sale. I think Sale will throw a high heater and strike him out. Maybe I'm being too negative, but hopefully I do the reverse jinx, and Ramos now hits a home run. As the 1-2 pitch to Elliot Ramos by Chris Sale is actually a foul ball, and it's 1-2. That was a fastball at 96 miles an hour. Ramos fouled it off as it was right down the middle of the zone. Would have liked to see Ramos put a bigger and better swing on that, but is what it is. As the 1-2 pitch to Ramos, who's back up from the IL, is a line drive over the middle. That's a base hit for Elliot Ramos. And this is going to be runners at first and second for the Giants. Just a hanging slider there that caught way too much of the plate. Yep. So the Giants then, this is the best opportunity they've got so far today as the first 2 runners reach. And that will bring up Rafi Devers. Let's see what they can do. Yeah, we do have to score here. Why does I didn't get why my Alexa always goes off randomly. It has a mind of its own. As the away pitch to Devers is fouled out of play, and it's 0-1. Sale at 77 pitches. So if you can't score, try and get him out of the game this inning at least. I know Zim Zim. I'm not even saying her name. She's just always coming on. As the 0-1 pitch to Rafi Devers is a weak ground ball. This one maybe two, but it is hit softly as Riley will fire it in the dirt and it gets away by Matt Olson. And a rider's going to come home to score. So the Giants take the lead. And that will go down as an error on Austin Riley as he bobbled the ball and an infield single will turn into a run for the Giants. 1-0 San Francisco. All right, now this is what we're talking about. 1-0 good guys. Runners at the corners, no outs. That play should have been made by Riley. It weren't an easy play, but he kind of when he got it up with the glove, it was kind of in the end of the glove, and then he never had a clean handling of it as he fired it over, and it was in the dirt to Olsen, who could not pick it. And here is Willie Adamas now trying to add on to this lead as he will swing and a miss at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. So 1-0 Giants. If they beat Chris Sale, I don't know what to say about this team. They are the weirdest team I've seen. They suck, but they're going to go 4-1 against the Braves. Still a long way to go yet, though, as that pitch is low, and it's 1-1. Adamas, 1 for 2 today. He had an infield single. Not allowed contact at all off Sale this inning, apart from the Ramos single. As there's a foul ball by Adamas into the crowd, and it's 1-2. But who cares? Just put the ball in play, and that's what can happen. Let's see. Just get that runner in from third. Scott, you guys are catching the Braves at the right time. Their offense is dead. I know their offense has been appalling this series, as that pitch is high and it's 2-2. I mean, they've only scored 3 runs, the Braves, so far in 24 innings. I mean, we will take that luck. Spencer, a lot like no Ronald Acuna Jr. Obviously, that's a massive blessing. As a 2-2 pitch to Adamas is a swing and a miss. Oh, for fuck's sake, Willie. What was that swing? The thing with Adamas is he's actually better against right-handers than he is left-handers. He sucks against left-handed pitching. So got to put the ball in play there. And here's Barakoto. It's not going to be easy for Barakoto. It's almost like Sale will be thinking, if I can get out of this, only giving up 1 run, the Braves are going to win. That's what it feels like to me, as that pitch is low and it's 1-0. Yep, Spencer. I would like to see a Jarmus bunt, do a sack squeeze, and get runner to score, and then a runner at second base and 1 out. It's weird. As Scott says, that's been the Braves last few years. Maybe they should be investigating any nearby substations to Troy's Park. Yeah. 49ers, obviously, that reference there, Scott. As there's a swing and a miss at a change-up by Sale, and it's 1-1. No, the Braves just battle injuries. Spencer Schwellenbach is injured. Spencer Strider, I believe, is injured as well. Ronald Acuna Jr., just so many injuries. And it cost them last year for sure. As Barakoto will foul that pitch off. Guys, we're only scoring 1 run on the error, aren't we? I already can feel it. I can just see it already. Barakoto is going to strike out. It's not an easy at bat for a guy like Barakoto, who's just been called up. As the 1-2 pitch by Chris Sale Two Barakoto is fouled out of play, and it will remain 1-2. Um, you know what's crazy? Only one run has been scored this game so far, and the game's been going on for an hour and 25. How did we get a 2-hour game yesterday? I mean, it feels like Robbie Ray's gone really quick. That's so weird. As the 1-2 pitch to Barakoto by Chris Sale is a cool strike three at the knees. Here we fucking go, folks. I just knew this was coming. Can't leave it down to Barakoto to get that run in. It's such a tough at bat for him against Chris Sale. As here's Jung Hoo Lee. Why is Lee not batting ahead of a guy like Barakoto? It makes no sense. Yep, Spencer, very, very caca. So nothing then to Jung Hoo Lee. Chris Sale at 88 pitches. We'll see if this is his final inning or not. As he fires to Lee, that ball is inside, and it's 1-0. At this point, just make sure this is the last inning you are facing against Chris Sale. Lee is over 2 today. He grounded into a double play earlier. As the 1-0 pitch to Lee is a ground ball. That one is going to be stopped by Aussie Albies. His throw is going to be a wide throw, though, past Matt Olson. And this is going to score a run. So 2-0 Giants, as the Braves defense has cost them 2 runs in the inning. Wow. That looked like an easy play for Aussie Albies. He throws it past Matt Olson. That will score a run, and 2 errors by the Braves have scored 2 runs. So that's why you put the ball in play, because anything can happen. All right, pleasantly surprised there. Thought that was going to end the inning, but Albies with a wide throw. The Braves are not playing good baseball right now. As here is Eric Haas. A base hit could give the Giants a 4-run lead here, as that pitch is inside and it's 1-0. Come on, Hassy boy. Do something good. Scott, what the fuck happened? Was that a routine ground out that he just threw wide of the first baseman? Scott, I wouldn't say routine. It was kind of just pulling him off. Is that there's a swing and a miss by Haas and it's 1-1. He was going a long way to his left, and so he was slightly off balance when he threw it. But they made that play 99 times out of 100. So Scott, he should have made that play. As Bob says, we won again, Bob. I'm not sure I would say we would win just yet. There's still a lot to go. Zim Zim, they gave a first base E4 RBI. Interesting. I would rule that an error all the way. It wasn't the easiest play for Albies, but I would rule that an error all the way. As the 1-2 pitch to Haas is a called strike three down the middle. Wilson, you are right. He is an auto out, Eric Haas. But the Giants score 2 runs as an error by Riley scored the first, and then I'm going to call it an error by Aussie Albies, but they rule it a base hit. Scored the second. So we go to the top of the 7th, and Ray then has finally got the support he needed. As Bob says, who is supposed to pitch for the Giants tomorrow? They don't have the picture. Bob, it's Tyler Marley tomorrow. Let me just see if they've actually officially put that out. Yeah, Tyler Marley tomorrow against Eduardo Rodriguez. Spencer, if it was in Atlanta, they would call it an error. Zim Zim thinks it was a tough play. I would call that an error. I think that's an error. Home score biased, as we always say. But Scott's feeling pretty good about it. This Braves offense is dead. Are they that dead though that they can't score in back-to-back games? That's the question. Spencer, Braves always protected their team ERA at home, especially when they had Gavine, Maddox, and co. There you go. Yeah, no, home scorers is so biased. To me, just rule it a fucking error. Call it like it is. That was an error, in my opinion. Spencer, well, I am out of here, guys. Have a good one, all. Hopefully, we can pull this one out. Spencer, what's up? Thank you for joining. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and see you next time. By the way, enjoy trivia tomorrow, Spencer. Um, as Scott says, the scoring in the MLB has been a joke the last couple of years. So many errors called hits. I know, I know. I'd like to see go back to how it was. Just give these scorers some balls. Stop protecting players. So Robbie Ray just at 62 pitches. Um, Bob is the Diamondback series all night games. Bob, I yeah, see you, Spencer. Um, Zim Zim, he didn't even say see ya. You were too slow, Zim Zim. As here's Matt Olson. Let me check that for you, Bob. As there's a cool strike. Yeah, Zim Zim. By the way, Bob, they are all night games. You are right. Um, that's fair enough. It weren't an easy play. Um, everyone has their different opinions. As that pitch is outside and it's 1-1. I just think when you get to that ball and you throw it wide, to me, he had time to set himself and throw it over. That's why I think it's an error. As the 1-1 pitch to Matt Olson is a high fly ball out of play, and it's 1-2. Insane. Oh crap. The Diamondbacks are going to sweep us for the millionth time, aren't they? You know, insane. Ketel Marte hit a home run today. He's just warming up for the Giants as well. That dude always kills the Giants. As that pitch is low and away, and it's 2-2. Zim Zim, my flight is tomorrow evening. I'll hop into the stream on the flight. I think it has Starlink. Zim Zim, who are you flying with? I didn't see that. Um, Starlink's so good. That'd be pretty cool if you'll hop onto the stream on the flight. And I saw you said you're going with your family as well. As it's 3-2 here to Matt Olson. Yes, Bob. Canada did win today, 1-0 against South Africa. United Airlines. All right, Zim Zim. Okay. Are they good? Let me know. As Starlink has not hit the UK yet. As the 3-2 pitch to Matt Olson is a line drive. That's going to be a base hit past Willie Adamas. I swear to God, if you do not get a shutdown inning after you score two, that is typical Giants ball. So Olsen with a leadoff single. And I believe that is 3 straight innings the Braves have got their leadoff runner on. That's also Matt Olson's second hit of the game. As here's Drake Baldwin. I'm calling a Baldwin hit as well. As there's a weak ground ball to Arise. Arise will fire it over to second. Adamas will fire it over to first, but Baldwin is safe, so they get 1 out. Wrong again. I'm always fucking wrong. So 1 out then. Scott, I know you think we need to get the bullpen going. As Scott says he just saw the play. Albie's rushed that throw a bit, had time to set his feet before throwing the ball. Scott, that was my opinion. He could have set his feet, which is why to me I think that's an error. But I know Lee's quick, so maybe the speed put him off. As there's a called strike to Austin Riley. Riley is over 2 today. Zim Zim, it weren't routine. It's just to me, I expect that play to be made. But nowadays that they always rule that a hit. As that pitch is fouled out of play and it's 0-2. Bob, how many more days do I think Robbie Ray will go? If you mean how much longer in this game, I would think Robbie Ray will go. I think he's got at least the 7th inning if he escapes it scoreless. Probably it'll be batter to batter in the 8th, as that pitch is outside and it's 1-2. That's what I think, Bob. As Zim Zim, it has to be a routine play. I know, Zim Zim. Nowadays, it has to be very routine. That play by Aussie Albies I would call that a play I would expect my second baseman to make, but not a routine play, as that is fouled off and it remains 1-2. Really, Bob, you're going 9 innings for Robbie Ray. We would love that. Scott says I wouldn't call it routine, but it was plenty makeable. Yeah, we agree to disagree. Fair enough. Yeah, but there's a high fly ball by Austin Riley to right field. Lee running in is going to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs then. Baldwin is the base runner at first. I mean, I'll take the hit for Jung Hoo Lee though. I'll never complain at a Jung Hoo Lee hit. And an RBI. As here's Joey Bart. Joey Bart's had a couple of good swings today. Don't let this dude tie the game, please. I mean, that would sum up the Giants. As the 0 pitch is low, and it's 1-0. Robbie Ray at 75 pitches. If he can get the hour under 80 pitches, then he's definitely going to pitch the 8th inning. And then Bob, we will see after that. Yeah, exactly, Scott. As the 1-0 pitch is a swing and a miss by Bart, a change up, and it's 1-1. In today's game, it's called a hit. I think those plays should be an error though. As the 1-1 pitch to Joey Bart is going to be a high fly ball to right field. Lee coming in wearing his sunglasses will make the catch. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 7th, and let's get one more out of Ray Scott. Absolutely, as it's time for the 7th inning stretch here on a Sunday in San Francisco. Thank you guys for joining me. The Giants are winning 2-0. We will see if they can add on to their lead in the bottom of the 7th and beat the Braves. It's time for the 7th inning stretch as Wilson puts the music on Jolly Good Takes. See you in a little bit, everybody. All right, we actually got through the whole of that song as well, which we normally don't. So we got through the whole of that as Didier Fuentes is going to be the new pitcher for the Braves. So Chris Sale is done. Didier Fuentes is 4-0 with a 2.32 ERA in 24 games this season, 31 innings pitched, a 198 opponent average, and just allowed the 1 home run. So the Braves are sending in a good relief pitcher. They are not giving up on this game. Yeah, but Insane, you're probably gone now, but see you, Insane. Thanks for joining. As a Gilbert with his daily appearance is going to come in and pinch it for Jonah Cox here. I mean, you can count in a Drew Gilbert pinch hit for Jonah Cox. It's certainly guaranteed. Gilbert batting 228, not great to be honest, but we'll see. He's actually been getting a little bit less time as of late. As let's see what he can do next week. Then 4th of July next week as well on Saturday. So that's a great 4th of July. Saturday 4th of July. As that ball is fouled off by Gilbert. You guys got any plans for 4th of July on Saturday? As 0-1 to the Goober. Also, Drew Gilbert, he does not bring the same energy as he did last year, by the way. A little observation I've made. Last year, I remember he was really like in the dugout, was really going at it. Not so much this year. Maybe that's because the team's so many games under, as he takes high and it's 2-1. Yep, Zim Zim, you'll be at Silverstone. That should be a good experience. Now, I've never got the obsession of going to an F1 race because you only see the cars for like 5 seconds and then they drive off every lap. But Zim Zim, if you want to go, also you get to go to another country, which is always cool. As it's 2-2 to Didier Fuentes, to Logan Gilbert. Didier Fuentes is the pitcher. He's got some Robbie Ray type pants on. Fuentes as Gilbert hits a line drive. That's going to be a base hit to centre field. So Gilbert then will set up the top of the lineup with a base hit. Uh, I don't watch NASCAR, Scott, but does Zim Zim? I feel like Zim Zim may. As let's see, can the Giants add on? As here's Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman 1 for 3 today. He will swing and foul off the first pitch, and it's 0-1. I don't know. I don't watch any NASCAR at all. I couldn't tell you anything about it. Um, Zim Zim, you watched the Indy 500 race, but not all of IndyCar. Yeah, that's fair enough. As Chapman hits a ground ball, that's going to get by Austin Riley, and that's going to be a fair ball. Gilbert is going to get to third base. He is going to be held at third base. As I'm dying. And I'm alive, but I was dying there briefly. And it's going to be runners at second and third. No outs. Ethan signing from the Duck Pond. Hashtag Madison Mallards. Hashtag baseball. Hashtag 60 not Mallards. All right, Ethan, what's up? How you doing? You're in Wisconsin Dells, is that right? Yep, Scott, we are seriously threatening here as Louisa Rise will take high and outside, and it's 1-0. I feel like Austin Riley should have made that play. Yeah, Scott, you're right. Ethan, it's pretty hot over there, so you have exactly chose the perfect week to go into water parks. As how is your week going, Ethan? As it's 2-0. Cardinals, how did the Cardinals do today, by the way? 2-0 to a rise. Didier Fuentes has not got it so far. Ethan, I bet you've had a fantastic week. All may it continue. As the 2-0 pitch to a rise is fouled out of play. You're here till Thursday. My week is good. They won. That's what we like to hear. The Cardinals win. You're on holiday. You're having fun. And your week's been good. And you've still got plenty more of it. As the 2-1 pitch to Luis Arise is inside, and it's 3-1 because he did not swing. Yeah, how long was the drive? That I'm interested in that as well. I bet it's long. So 3-1. The pitch is a drive by Rise to right field. That one is carrying. Eli White looked like he had to make an easy catch there. He sprints back, and that is going to knock in Drew Gilbert as both runners tag. 3-0 Giants as a Rise with a very professional at bat there. And that is what we like to see. Yeah, Zim Zim. That ball was carrying. So this is what I like to see by the Giants. They got the shutdown inning in the seventh, and now they're adding on as they go for another series win over Atlanta. And they go for a weekend win as well, as that pitch is outside and it's 1-0 to Elliot Ramos. Can Elliot Ramos get his first RBI since coming off the IL? Um, Zim Zim, I know you hate when I go, that ball's carrying and carrying as that pitch is outside. And it's 2-0. Arise, I still don't think Arise looks fully healthy. He looks like he's struggling out there. But in the 3-1 count, I would love a base hit, but I would never complain at a sack fly. As it's 3-0 to Ramos. Didier Fuentes is all over the place here. Just not accurate at all. Dylan Lee, the left-hander, is warming up in the bullpen as that pitch is low and it'll be a 4-pitch walk for Elliot Ramos. Really, really, really uncompetitive there. And Paul Weiss, is he coming out to make a pitching change? He is. So we're going to get a pitching change here for the Braves as Paul Weiss comes out. Um, Didier Fuentes did not have it there. And Rafi Devers is up. So they'll probably bring in a lefty. I think Dylan Lee's the lefty. I could be wrong, but I think he is. And Scott, well, it's looking good for your Phillies. That's got to be said. Zim Zim, take him out of the ball game. Take him out of the ball game. Put him in with the crowd. Get him some water and pack his bags. His day is over. He's never coming back. There you go, Zim Zim. You put a little song in the chat, so I did as well. If Giants win, only 3 backs, Scott, is it? Is it 3? That's going to be a good division race. And you said they play the Phillies, the Braves, twice in September. So that should be good. Zim Zim W. Stop calling me Charlie. My name's not Charlie. Scott, I was sick with the AI to do the singing for. Yeah, yeah, you're definitely right, Scott. They're definitely a lot better than I am. Uh, unless I can get like what's it called? Why is it going blank? If I can get some filter over my voice, auto tune. If I can get some auto tune, then I can start singing again. But I don't know how to do auto tune through a live stream uh, or a microphone, unless I could somehow get like auto tune and I can go it's going, it's bye bye baby, and then make me sound like Shakira. Run, dun, 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 dun. Um, Zim Zim, I like the scoreboard down there. I've got to be honest, because not every fan that joins these shows will know what the abbreviation is. So I actually like it, Zim Zim. As here's Devers then against the lefty Dylan Lee. I know you're a smart ass, Zim Zim, and so is Scott. As there's a challenge by Joey Bart, and that one is going to be overturned, and it's going to be 1-0. 0-1, sorry, to Rafi Devers. That is the first challenge of the day, by the way. As I genuinely believe we are getting less and less challenges. For some reason, it's weird. I feel like the Giants have barely been challenging anything recently. As the 0-1 pitch to Rafi Devers by Lee is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Come on, Rafi. Just drive in another run, and that will be fine. Devers batting 241, a 300 on base, a 453 slug. Devers been okay today, just the infield single. Zim Zim, I'll tell you my thoughts if he strikes out, but it's 1-2 as that pitch is way high at 94 miles an hour. I honestly think that that was pathetic. Scott, it's a long story. Um, as the 1-2 pitch to Rafi Devers is a swing and a miss. You bum. So no consistency from Rafi Devers. 2 home runs yesterday, and then can't even get a fly ball. Triple M. What are you talking about? Why are you calling me Charlie as well? My name's not Charlie. I didn't bite anyone's finger. um, no, Scott. Basically, Zim Zim. Obviously, is not his real name. So I said my real name's not Liam. There's a swing and a miss by Willie Adamas, and it's 0-1. I said my real name is not Liam, and that's why I pretended my actual name was Charlie, but I was only joking, Scott. Do I prefer Chuck? Yeah, you can call me Chuck. As the 0-1 pitch to Adamas is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. I don't mind being called Chuck. Rhymes with fuck. So if you hate me, you can start saying fuck Chuck. Yeah, Scott. Just having a bit of fun. So it's 0-2 to Willie Adamas. Dylan Lee fires. Fucking brilliant. Willie Adamas strikes out. That's what we fucking paid for, isn't it? The two most expensive bats on the lineup strike out with runners at the corners. Oh, here we go. Triple M with the wood chucker chuck wood. Zim Zim, stop swearing. All right. You said you want more swearing, so pick your side of the fence. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I nailed it first time. There we go. It could chuck about as much wood as Zim Zim. You know what? I'm not even going to go there. It could chuck a lot of wood, although I don't like woodchuckers. Actually, you want to know something, and that's embarrassing. I'm actually terrified of birds. Okay, as much as Diddy. All right. As much as Diddy. Scott, Zim Zim, you have the dirtiest mouth in this whole chat. Yeah, I know, Scott. Um, no, I'm actually scared of birds. So if a woodchucker came near me, I'd be scared it would chuck my wood. No, I didn't say that. So Bob says, "Is it time to put in Killian or Walker?" Bob, I thought you said Robbie Ray was going to go 9 innings. What do you think, Bob? I'd stick with Robbie Ray for the top of the eighth. As the Astros beat the Tigers in extra innings there. I was looking at that one. No, Wilson, no, not Eric Miller time. Please no. Stick with Robbie Ray. If there's any lefty in this inning, it's got to be Robbie Ray. Uh, Scott, yeah, I put him out there with a real short leash. By the way, Triple M, we do have a few graphics on here. I don't know how much Giants baseball you watch, but if you know Eric Miller, then there is a Bull City graphic because the dude cannot throw strikes at all. As the 0-0 pitch to Eli White is going to be a ground ball. That one gets past Chapman, and that is going to be a single probably for Eli White. I would rule that an error by Matt Chapman. By the way, Schmidt came into the game. Well, interesting. They said Casey Schmidt was feeling ill, but he's came into the game for Willie Adames at shortstop. So what's going on with Willie Adamas? I do not know. Scott, they ruled it a Chapman error, did they? I would say a Chapman error, as that pitch is outside and it's 1-0. Although I actually think that was less of an error than the one Aussie Albies made. Triple M, I'm rooting for the Giants to lose. Need to trade everyone but Schmidt and Webb and drive down those ticket prices, as that pitch is outside and it's 2-0. No, I agree with you, Triple M. I'm not cheering out on the Giants to lose. I just want them to trade everyone. Bob, that was a hit. Zim Zim, all right, Zim Zim. I think I know a lot of ball. As a 2-0 pitch to Hassan Kim is a called strike and it's 2-1. Um, no, I don't want the Giants to lose. I just think they need to trade everyone. As Eric Miller is actually warming up. Are you kidding me? We're actually warming up Eric Miller. Wilson, I can't believe it. No, I agree. The Giants front office needs to wake up as it's 3-1 to Kim. Um, that it's unbelievable. Do what the Sharks do. Hey, you may not be as successful as the Sharks, but build for the future. Scott, I know, Eric. Now you're getting nervous, Scott. As the 3-1 pitch is a pick-off attempt to Rafi Devers. He's only at 82 pitches. I know. Welcome to the analytics are for nerds era. I know. This is Buster Posey ball. We don't give a crap. As the 3-1 pitch is a called strike at the top of the zone. It's a full count. No, I want someone that's not as analytical as Farhan Zaidi, but someone that's not as anti-analytics as Buster Posey. Get me in between. First of all, fire Zach Manasian as the 3-2 pitch to Hassan Kim is a pop-up to right field. That one is going to be playable for Lee as Lee makes the catch for out number one. We'll see if Ray stays in the game here. As Wilson says, no need to take him out. His pitch count is still fine. Scott, no, they are actually warming up a few pitchers, but they're warming up Dylan Smith and Eric Miller. Like, come on. As there is a bug going around in the Giants clubhouse right now. So I wonder if Willie Adamas doesn't feel very good either. As the 0 pitch to Mauricio Dubon is a changeup for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Triple M, I'm guessing you're pro analytics. With that comment, but I tell you, the biggest thing I like about analytics is that pitch is outside and it's 1-1. Is actually the analytics would tell you not to do all these big contract deals, which that's why I like analytics. Hey, when it's the right player, like an Aaron Judge, as there's a drive to right field, that's going to be a fair ball down the first base line. That one's going to get to the corner. Eli White is on the move here. Eli White is going to be held at third, and it's runners at second and third here. Bob, what happened to Killian? He blew the his save last time. That's what happened to Killian. You're more pro than anti. Um, I would say I'm more pro as well. Scott, we will see if they bring in the lefty Eric Miller. We're just getting a pitching coach visit here. So, Scott, he's not done yet. No, Bob, Killian blew the last save. So, that's why Killian's not warming up. I mean, I don't know why they've got Eric Miller warming up, but there you go. Uh, Triple M, the Canadians are now one of the 16 best soccer nations. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I wouldn't say that, Triple M. I know they're in the final 16, but South Africa aren't very good. I was always expecting you to beat South Africa, but fair enough, fair play. Bob, I asked what happened to "Where Are You a Dumbass?" Our short stuff. Bob, I don't get what you mean. Um, there's a called strike. No, sorry, a ball, and it's 1-0. Where are you a dumbass and short stuff? Okay. Sorry, Bob. I'll tell you what happened to Willie Adamas. As that pitch is a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Uh, Triple M. Bob does have sometimes auto correction issues, so he does often misspell things. He is definitely knackered. As what happened to him? Well, after he struck out in the last inning, he bent down, looked to the ground, and then spat on the floor. So to me, that kind of tells me he's probably not feeling very well. So they brought in Casey Schmidt instead. Bob, England is going to lose in the first round. Settle down, Bob. No, we're not. As the 2-1 pitch to Michael Harris is outside and it's 3-1. You do not want to load the bases here and put the tying run on first base. Um, Bob, we may lose to Mexico in Mexico City, but we ain't losing to Dominican Republic of Congo. Come on, Bob. As the 3-1 pitch is a called strike on the outside corner, and it's a full count to Michael Harris. But no, I mean, Triple M, I know your manager, Jesse Marsh. I've seen him in real life. I actually think he's quite a good manager. So that's why you're in the round of 16. Most likely because of your manager. I think he's pretty good. Pretty animated guy. Not sure I love him that much. As the 3-2 pitch to Michael Harris by Robbie Ray. This is the biggest pitch of the game. Is a high fly ball to left field. Is this going to be playable for Barakoto? It is, as he catches it just before the netting. His throw to home plate is just not in time. So it'll be a sack fly for Michael Harris, but the Giants will take that as you would rather have the out. Barakoto there made a nice play, and it was a good throw by Barakoto, but he never had a chance there to get the out at home plate. And the runner did not advance to second base. Wilson, soccer is not coming home. Can't believe you're even calling it soccer and you're a Liverpool fan. If you're a Liverpool fan, you've got to call it by its proper name. Would England revolt if they lose to the USA at soccer? Yes, we would. There would be nothing worse than losing to America at soccer. It's like Canada losing to the US in the ice hockey. That's what it's like. Oh yeah, Wilson. He did not get a good stick at Leeds. As there's a high pop up by Aussie Albies. That one is going to be playable for Gilbert. Gilbert is going to make the catch. And we go to the bottom of the eighth. Robbie Ray, 8 strong innings, just giving up 1 run. But bear in mind, Triple M, the USA aren't as good in soccer as they are hockey. You know what? Um, a lot of the guys in the chat will know. I've been fairly critical of the United States men's national team. I kept saying they could lose to Bosnia. They could lose to Egypt. They're not going to get to the quarterfinal. I actually think USA are going to get to the quarterfinal. I think normally I would always predict Belgium to beat you guys. I don't think Belgium are very good. I think you guys would beat Belgium. So I think the USA is going to the quarterfinals. Pulisic scoring the goal, game-winning goal against England. If someone's 9-11 there, is it? That would be a disaster for me. I don't know if Zim's in the chat, but Zim loves Christian Pulisic, and I've always said the guy's overrated. Um, I'd be so embarrassed and upset if he scored the game-winning goal. I would hate that. I could think of nothing worse. Scott, glad to see you're finally coming around to your sense, Liam. Uh I just gotta be honest. I'm just always gonna be honest, and my honest opinion is I actually think you will get to the quarterfinals. Um, as Zimzim says, Pulisic is the GOAT. Calm down, Zimzim. Pulisic is definitely not the GOAT. Also, guys, I don't think England's winning the World Cup anymore. I've changed my mind. I've been backing England the whole time, but I changed my mind. Uh, he is definitely not the LeBron James of soccer. And Wilson, do you actually think LeBron James is the GOAT? Bob, I think England will beat Mexico. I also think they'll beat Brazil. I think they're going to lose to Argentina in the semi-final. I think Argentina are going to beat Spain in the final. As Berracoto swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. That's actually what I think. Don't disrespect our Lord and Savior Kaka like that ever again. Um, I would definitely disrespect Kaka. Kaka was rubbish. No, I'm only joking. So 0-1 to Berracoto. Here's a question for you, Wilson, and everyone else. As there's a swing and a miss by Berracoto, and it's 0-2. I know Zim Zim's answer, but who's better out of Messi and Ronaldo? There you go. How about that? Let me know. Kaka is an MLS legend. The MLS is rubbish. Not to disrespect you guys. The MLS is awful. As it's 1-2. Wilson says I'm an AJ fan, but I do think LeBron is too. Well, there you go. Neither Zlatan, as that pitch is in the dirt and it's 2-2. I mean, Zlatan Ibrahimovic was good. I think there's some American bias because he's on American TV. Um, Exodus, do you remember me commenting on one of your vids about someone hitting a grand slam? I am XOT legend if I change my username. Before that, as there's a drive by Barracoto. That one though should be playable for Eli White, and it is for out number one. Yeah, Exodus, I do remember you actually. Absolutely, I remember your logo. You definitely did comment on one of my shorts. What's up? How you doing? Good to see you in the stream. How's your Sunday going? Um, Now we're not that big a channel, Exodus, so I do remember everyone that comments. I even remember everyone from just games that they come on once and start gambling. Wilson, I agree. But what's up? Have I said that right as well? Exodus. Is that how I pronounce that? I believe that's correct. As there's a called strike to Jung Hoo Lee, and it's 0-1. Uh, did I get a better mic? Exodus, I've got a better microphone. Yes. I've had to mess around with the settings because if I go crazy again, that microphone did cut out, but the microphone is better. As it's 0-2 to Jung Hoo Lee here. So Exodus, are you a Giants fan? And if so, where are you from? As it's 0-2 to Jung Hoo Lee. Exodus is how it's pronounced. Um, that's how I pronounce it here in the UK. So there's my UK accent. Exodus. Okay, I've got ya. Kaka beating Liverpool in '07 Champions League final. Yeah. No, I mean Brazil. It's crazy Brazil haven't won the World Cup since I believe 2002. As Jung-Hoo Lee hits a high pop-up in foul territory, Joey Barr is going to make the catch for out number two. But no, Exodus, you're a not a Giants fan, but you do support them and believe in them. You are from Upper Michigan. All right, nice. So are you a Tigers fan then, or you just a you're not a fan of anyone in particular in baseball? You just like watching every now and then. Never doubt Orlando City legend Kaká. Oh come on, as it's 1-0. Or Inter Miami, Inter Miami legend Lionel Messi, right? I saw Lewandowski's going to the MLS as well. As the 1-0 pitch is a swing and a miss by Haas, and it's 1-1. Yeah, go Tigers, go. Um, Luckily, Exodus, your team's in the NL, so you're lucky. Um, because sorry, in the AL, because that conference is way weaker. So your season's still alive. Yeah, so I did get it wrong. Sorry, I did correct it. As there's a drive by Eric Castle left field. That one is going to be caught by diving Dubon for out number 3. We go to the top of the ninth. We will see if the Giants can hold on for once. No, yeah, you are in the A out. Luckily, that means you may still just be in it, but it's been a tough year for your Tigers, and it's looking like they're going to trade Scooble. We will see. Us Giants, our season was gone after April. I mean, we have been so bad. Yes, and famous new Saudi CR7. I mean, it's the money they get in that is crazy. As yes, it is amazing up there. Alexander Mitrovic is better than Ronaldo Wilson. I hate you for saying that. Piss off with your Fulham players. Um, also, very pretty up there in UP Upper Michigan. There you go. I don't know how nice Michigan is, but by the sounds of it, it sounds very nice. As Exodus, is that it? Exodus. I'm still bloody trying, but Exodus says it is amazing up there. As Scott says, I do have to see driving over the Mackinac Bridge is super sketchy. Mackinac Bridge. All right, I've never heard of the Mackinac Bridge, so my apologies. As they are most likely going to trade Casey Myers. I like Casey Myers. He's a good pitcher. I got him in my fantasy team. Let's see how many years has he got in his contract, Exodus? All right, I'll I'm gonna get your name right eventually. Mackinaw. Mackinaw. All right, that's how it's pronounced. God, this is why us British people, as Zim Zim, I went to the Fulham Stadium in late December. They legit just yeah, come on Fulham. The hot yeah, screw Fulham. As Caleb Killian is gonna close for the Giants. He botched it last time as he throws a ball to Matt Olson. Matt Olson is 2 for 3 today. As Scott, how do you even know that's super sketchy? As the 1-0 pitch, Scott, I feel like you're like a Noah of all of America. As the 1-0 pitch to Matt Olson is a swing and a miss, and a sinker at 95 on the inside corner. It's like the Bible book, Exodus. There you go, Exodus. Gi- If that if that's right, just give me a thumbs up, Exodus. As there's a drive by Matt Olson. That one's going to be a foul ball in the right field corner. And woof, good thing that was foul because that had base hit written all over it. As yes, Scott is definitely our elected representative. Um, it's a British outpost in the 1700s. Did not know that. I've got it wrong again. All right. I do apologize. Exodus. Exodus. Is that right? We'll get there eventually. As the 1-2 pitch is a close pitch. We're going to get a challenge here by Eric Haas. And it's 2-2. But this one is going to be held because that was just outside. Not quite. I'm getting closer. Um, the Bob Marley song. You see, I don't know that song, Wilson, but I'll listen to it and then I'll get it right for next time. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to the Bob Marley song. I'll actually do it right now. I can do it right now. As the 2-2 pitch to Matt Olson is a fastball right down the middle, but fouled off. Killian, Zim Zim says. Right, we're gonna get this right for once and all. 8 minutes long? I mean, Jesus Christ. 8 minutes long as the 2-2 pitch is a line drive to left centre field. That one is trouble as it gets down and it gets to the wall. Here we go. That's going to be a double for Matt Olsen. And for fuck's sake, this is going to be classic Giants bullpen blowing it. Exodus. Exodus. But I am listening to the song, so we'll get it. Yeah, I know, Scott. They love to jam. Exodus. We'll go with that. Just give me a thumbs up. Maybe eventually we'll get there. Exodus. As there's a weak ground ball to Willie Adamas. Schmidt, sorry. Schmidt will fire it over to Rafi Devers. Exodus. 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 I've got it. I've listened to it. It's going to be a thumbs up for definite now. Exodus. I've got it. I've got it. I took way too long, but we're there now, and I apologise. We took it took that long. So there's one out here in the top of the ninth as Killian's trying to get through the ninth inning. As there's a swing and a miss, and there's one out. Thanks, Wilson. That helped. So did Scott's recommendation of listening to the song Exodus. We've got it. That took way too long, but there we go. As Bob says, the game is over. I don't think it is, Bob. As there's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. There's still only one out here. Monster Meat Max said, "How did Bob the Builder build the Berlin Wall?" Um, I do not know what you meant by that one. Exodus, as there's a weak ground ball to Rafi Devers. Devers is going to step on first for 2 outs, but the run does come in to score. So it's 3-2, but the Giants will take that. I would love to see Upper Michigan. I'm in Wisconsin right now. As that WNBA game's into the quadruple overtime, really. So 3-2, 2 outs here. Dom Smith is pinch hitting. Can the Giants beat the old foe in Dom Smith? As Bob thinks the game's over, we're 1 out away as we're going to get a mound visit here just to go over the game plan of how they want to pitch to him. By the way, if anyone ever wants to come on after the game is over, I can invite people on if they want to show me something cool. So Exodus, if you ever want to do that as well, let me know. If you're ever at the game and you want to come on and just discuss what it was like as well, let me know and I can send you the link if you want to come on. As Scott says, ever visit Minocqua, Wisconsin? And he has. Exodus went to the Milwaukee Brewers series of games against the Cubs. Unfortunately, Brewers lost the series. I appreciate you telling me that. That's a shame. I mean, you're like me then. The 2 times I've been to a series, we've lost both of them. Some people just get lucky and they always win. Some people get lucky and they always lose. All right. Just let me know whenever, and I'll send you the link. As there's a strike. Sorry, a strike. There's a ball, and it's 1-0 to Dom Smith. I wanted it to be a strike, but it was outside. Dom Smith batting 275. Also, Exodus. We're going to see you in other streams as well, as the 1-0 pitch to Dom Smith is a called strike at the knees. Perfect pitch there. I'm surprised Dom Smith didn't challenge that. Only got one batter left, and there's 2 challenges still, and it was a close pitch. So 1-1. Killian, not a clean inning, as there's a line drive. That one's going to be a tough play for Schmidt, who cannot make the play. Oh, for fuck's sake. That Casey Schmidt couldn't make the play. Here we go. I mean, this bullpen, for God's sake. So we'll see if they pinch run for Dom Smith. I know they've got Jorge Mateo. I don't know if Jorge Mateo's injured. That wasn't an easy play for Schmidt, but you got to win the game. As Exodus says, all right, it will probably be next season when I get a camera that works on my PC. Otherwise, I could try my phone. Um, we don't need high quality, but you're on your phone right now, actually. That that whatever works for you. If you want it to show us into high quality, then next season's fine. Or if it doesn't matter. I honestly, it does not have to be high quality for my streams. I'm not like that posh. As oh, your camera's broken. All right, then let's hope there's a season next year. By the way, because I know that's in doubt. So 3-2. Mike, oh my God, Mike Yastrzemski's coming up. Can you imagine if Mike Yastrzemski hits a two-run home run here? Um, that's all good though, Exodus. It's all good. Also, we won't just be doing um baseball games. I'll be doing NFL, ice hockey as well, some NBA games as well. Um, I'm not a WNBA fan, but if there is no baseball next year, I may have to do WNBA. Um, so we can all keep talking to each other, which is fine. As it's Mike Yastrzemski's turn. Triple M. We used to make fun of the A's for being bad. The A's are going to be really good in 3 years, as there's a called strike and its own one. Actually, Triple M. I compare the A's to the Giants. Yeah, I'll be live streaming. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Triple M. Yeah, I compare the Sharks as there's a cool strike on the outside corner to the A's. Both really good young offensive talent. They need a little bit more on defense and pitching, but in a couple of years, going to be really, really good. So that's actually my comparison. Right now, the Giants are just old and boring. As you'll be live streaming on a walk. All right, I'll check that out. As there's a high pitch as the running goes, and it's going to be a stolen base for Jorge Mateo. I swear to God. So it's 1 and 2. I'll check that out. What time are you streaming, Exodus? And I'll check that out. Du-du-du-du. So run it on second. Du-du-du-du. Get out the inning, baby. Yep, Scott, stolen base. They're making it close. This bullpen always makes it close. It's so annoying. It can never be like Duran, Scott. All right. Um, as the 1-2 pitch is high, and it's 2-2. Be in a few minutes. All right, Exodus. I'll check that out. As Scott says, almost like a pitch out and still couldn't throw him out. That's these catches for you. As there is a swing and a miss by Mike Yastrzemski. Well, Exodus, the game is done because it is over. So it's a 3-2 final. Giants win. We don't have to see Rowdy Tellez. And the Giants actually win the series, as Triple M says. I watched a guy pay 52 US dollars for a crab sandwich and a beer at a Giants game this year. That is stupid money. Those prices are ridiculous. Um, Sorry, Zim Zim, if my camera's lagging behind, but the Giants win 3-2. They beat the Braves in 2 out of 3 games. That is a miracle after game 1. Um, I don't I don't get too excited yet. You've got to put like a good month together and maybe be 5 games under, and that's when I'd be excited. Right now, uh, yeah, I mean, with 14 games under, 13 games under, Wilson, take care. Um, A lot of improvements still made, but good weekend then for the Giants. They win 2 out of 3, and they take both weekend games. Scott, see ya. Hopefully, the Giants can pull closer to Demonbacks in season series. We will see, but they always get swept by the Diamondbacks, which is annoying. So, Exodus, are you going live on your channel, or you want to come on this channel? Let me know, just to clarify. As Scott says, that's ball game. Feels 3 back. Thank you, Giants. I know, Scott, we've done you a big favor. I thought after game 1, we may screw you over, but the Giants actually won 2 games. And the Mets, yeah, I'll be over there. And the Mets uh, lost 2 out of 3 to your Phillies. As everyone, take care. Exodus, I'll go over to your stream after this shortly. Um, 3 minutes is fine. I'll be over there. If you want to check out who Exodus is, then go over to his channel. But everyone, thank you. Enjoy your Sunday as well, because it is probably 3:30 where most of you are. Although I think Exodus in Michigan is Michigan Central Time. Although you are in Wisconsin, so it's probably 5:30. But everyone, Wilson, Scott, Exodus, Zim Zim, Kevin, Robert, Bob as well, Triple M. Nice to see you make an appearance as well, and everyone who joined at the start of the stream. Haron, as always, all you guys, absolutely amazing. Giants win. Zim Zim, see ya. 5:30 there, 6:30 in your hometown. Thanks, Exodus. Giants win 3-2. They take 2 out of 3 games in this series. I'll be live tomorrow for Giants at Diamondbacks. That is a 2:45 a.m. start time over here. So a 6:45 West Coast start time. But until then, see everyone. Goodbye. The Giants get back, well, continue a 2-game win streak. Let's hope they can make it through tomorrow.
See you next time. It was a blast. That's all for today. Join me next time on Jolly Good Takes.